So I have given different retreats throughout the past years, but one very remarkable and beautiful retreat was just a few months ago on March 2024, and I want to share with you about that beautiful retreat. So into my jungle house to spend 2 weeks with me, drinking master plants, doing different yogic practices, meditation, also going to the jungle, seeing different places in the jungle. People came, and I had a very interesting group forming, which made me know beforehand that this is gonna be a very special retreat, because I had really special people coming, and also people who I have known personally before as well. So I had 4 people: Danielius, a tattoo master from Lithuania, a known, very smart, very special man Danielius is to me. Okay, we had Danielius. The next one was James. James is Australian man, who was a professional boxer, successful entrepreneur, and also a man who had lived difficult things in his life as well, regarding drugs and other things. Dear brother James. Then it was Peter. Peter is from Estonia, and I have been communicating with Peter already for quite, I don't know how many years, because he's a friend of one of my best friends. So this is how I got to know Peter, and I was also very excited to know that Peter is coming to the retreat, because this was the first time we met in person, and I had already considered him as a brother, a dear friend, a dear brother of mine, Peter. And then at the last moment appeared Aditya, another Australian with origins of India, so he looks like Indian, and we have met with Adi like 6-7 years ago in India, in ashram. We shared the same dorm room in ashram, and this is where we got to know each other. We spent a few days together with Adi, and to my surprise, just a few days, maybe a week before the actual starting of the retreat, Adi wrote me saying that he wants to come to the retreat, and that he's been following me and on my social media, and he wanted to come to my retreat, which I didn't expect, but made me very happy too. Made me very happy. So I had interesting people, and people who are special to me, come to this retreat, which I knew that I could already feel, or have my intuition, have my feeling that this is gonna be something big. And this is what I wrote on the Telegram group. When I approve that people can come to my retreats, I usually create a Telegram group for all of us participants, where we can communicate faster together. So on that Telegram group I wrote, I know this is gonna be epic. This is gonna be epic, and so it was. So the retreat was on March 2024. Peter came before others did. He came a few days before. I was still preparing the place in the Virgin Jungle House, but I helped him come to the village, and he stayed in the village a few days before the retreat started. And the other guys have come the day before, maybe the day before the retreat would start, or a few days before James came actually. I helped to pick up my brothers, or I organized to pick them up from the airport of coming to Tarapoto. Basically, to get here, you have to fly to Peru. Obviously, it's in Peru. You fly to Lima, which is the capital of Peru, and from there you take a domestic flight to Tarapoto. Tarapoto is a jungle city. And from the jungle city, I would pick people from the airport, or I would arrange someone to pick them up and basically bring them to the village where I am now, which is like 45 minutes drive, a beautiful drive through the jungle, green nature, until this beautiful village of San Roque, where I am right now, and where I have also been living, spending more time in the past few years, since I got to know, since I am with Sol, my beautiful woman, less of a hermit myself. So people, my brothers, came to the village, stayed at a hotel here, and yes, it was very special to meet them. It was special to start making deeper connections even before the retreat starts. But I think I will talk about this more later. And let's skip to the day of the retreat, where we basically ventured into the jungle. And the guys knew that it's gonna be a walk, a difficult walk, 2 or 3 hours climb up and down the mountains. So I recommended them that if they want, they can leave some of unimportant or heavy stuff at my house in the village, so they don't need to carry it. And they already knew it's gonna be a tough climb, and it is always challenging, or it is usually challenging to people to get to the jungle house, because you have to go up one mountain and down steeply, kind of one mountain. Then you cross the river, Añaquivi River, where we would also do the San Pedro experience, master plant ceremony. And you cross the river, and then you again climb up another mountain, which is even higher. And almost at the top of the mountain, this is where I have built my jungle house. And this is why the jungle house has such a spectacular view, because it is on the mountain, and from there you can see far away into the landscape. But you have to climb to get there, and you have to go up the mountain a lot, which is a challenge. And it is supposed to be a challenge, because this is where challenge is where you get stronger. Okay, and also walking that mountain up, me as a shaman, as a guide, I can already see how people are, how much they can bear physically and also spiritually. And this is where I also kind of get my understanding and idea of how much ayahuasca I should give to the people, how much master plants I may give to the people, you know, by seeing how they go through this physical challenge of walking, and also how they deal with it inner-wise, spiritually. Do they become like are they firm and strong in the resolution, I will get to the jungle house, or are they start feeling weaker emotionally on the path as well? So that walk up the mountain to get to the house by itself, for me, it is like a ceremony in itself. It is an intense experience that we all share. Now, of course, people who are more physically fit and who have been running and such, for them it is much easier, but still it is a challenging walk to get to the jungle house. But at the same time, one more thing which for me is important is that this walking to the jungle house is like a sacrifice to the jungle. You cannot get to the jungle like all cocky and I'm the king of the world, you know, I'm strong. That walk, that climb makes you get there kind of paying a sacrifice to the jungle. You know, you have to sweat, you have to walk, you have to put some work, walking, climbing, physical labor to get there, which is like a sacrifice in itself, and which also, as I'm saying, helps to make people, it is like a humbling experience in some ways, which is why I have this challenging walk to the jungle house on purpose. We all made it, we always make it. Sometimes it takes more time, sometimes it takes less times. I would also like to mention one experience of the previous retreat a few years ago, where I myself was surprised because I had to my retreat come two elderly women from Lithuania who are one of them was 62 years old and the other one was 69 years old, so senior women, and they wanted to come, but I was concerned how they are gonna make it going up to the jungle house during this challenging walk. I was concerned about that, but I can see that they made it, and well, these women are special women. Not anybody their age would walk like them, but what I want to say is that we get to the jungle house. Sometimes it takes to climb, sometimes it takes less time, sometimes it takes more time, sometimes it is more challenging, sometimes it is less challenging, but we get there, and it is like a mission we do together, which is also a part of the whole experience of retreat, which is the group, all of us, the group, the participants, we become like a team and we help each other. And in one areas we may feel stronger, you know, but other people may be weaker, and so we help others. And people who are weaker in some areas are stronger in other areas, more helpful in other areas, and there they can help. And we can always learn things from each other, so it is beautiful to this kind of team work and helping each other. And for example, when going up the mountain and it is challenging, with the group, Danielius, James, Peter and Adi, all of them, they carried their own weight. I think Adi needed some help. And we helped him with his additional bag. But this is a beautiful experience of helping each other, and we all made it to the jungle house.